State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Down. 10-2 stop.
65, 65, 65.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. I'm here all day.
Block taking the snap at 1. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. He finds an opening past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 27 yards there, a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, yeah. Backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, wahoo!
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Set, ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All day.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Run it.
Block now on first down. Throw left side, complete to QT. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Let's make these big
Throwing on first down is Locke. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jared Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready? Mike. 57. Good track. Good track.
A first down throw for Brissett. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Eagles.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
57. 57.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
57 to Mike. 57. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. No. Watch the screen.
Brissett. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 43-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch. Hey, watch it.
First carry for Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Tight down. There you go.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18.
A gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
58 right there. I got one.
Mixon with a first down carry. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
On the set. 52. 52's the mic.
Yeah, that's what I do.
He's crashing. He's out. Show him.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Nick Perry on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 60 or.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
On the set. Right there in the middle, 55. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo! Ready, ready.
From the 38, block. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go. 30 base.
Push him back.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come get some. Come get some. Look, squeeze. He don't want it. Hey, orbit. Look at me. Zipper.
Now to the air. Lock. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Got an open man. It's QT. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36.
Got it.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 more yards. That's another Giants first down. First down and goal to go.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal.
Not today, you are. Not today.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Being chased out, and he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Everson Griffin has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Locke now on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Locke. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Perry. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Locke, and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards the pickup there. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multi-tackle.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Nick Perry. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Hey, Charlie.
55. Check, 55. Mike.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Fire.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 33. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 3rd down, Brissett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ed Oliver in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
Hey, here we go.
Shoot.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Lock again here on 2nd and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Kevin Byard.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Locke. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. Clear. Get that quarterback.
Check. Check. 55.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Brissett to throw on first. Going for the deep ball. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brissett. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Trump. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the run. 58 for Mike, 58.
They go play action with Brissett. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Josh Allen, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Matt Bosher now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Able to spin free. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
In your face.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, Zoo. Snap.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Brissett now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it... Third down.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards yards to go.
Set, ready. 60 outlaw. Two. Switch ball.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Check 52's the Mike. Check 52's the Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett, and he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Josh Allen in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken from just outside the 30. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game? You are nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Perry in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On second down, it's Coleman. Space to maneuver at the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check tight, check tight. Check tight. Out, 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 out.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
Under pressure, they got him again. Jerry Tillery in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On play action, Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
Get off the train tracks, baby. Get off the train tracks.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Y'all playing. Go. He's checking.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Come on, D. Check 15. Check 15. Slam.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Davis, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. To throw is Brissett. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had it online, gave it a pretty good ride too, but in the end, he's a victim of the crossbar.
And Brandon, you know kickers very well. I'll bet if we ask him after the game, he'll say he didn't get all of it. We've seen him hit from deeper than this in warm-ups. But here, he's a foot or so from clearing that bar.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Mike 55.
Mike 55! Check, 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 check.
Greystone travel.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Let's go. Let's go.
Come on.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
55 to Mike.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
To throw it is Locke. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for the Giants. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Hey, lock it. Go.
Play. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Mixon. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Mike 52, Mike 52. No chance.
Reset. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Raekwon McMillan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Reset now. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air one out, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Andy Isabella, 56 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Extra score, Giants 26, Eagles 16.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Rush in, rush in, rush him, rush him.
Now, use you. It comes to me, it's me.
Here's Brissett. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2.
Brissett looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On play action, Brissett. And that is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Brissett on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Watch tight end. Hey, we got 4.
Hey.
Shift.
5. Get it.
Now Locke. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Locke going to throw it here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. First down, Brissett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Giants, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 3-13 season. And this front office will have plenty of work to do in the draft and through free agency to turn this ship around. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. Subjugate the dub play, and you know we